Hello everybody. So I'm kind of hoping this setup works a little bit better. It gives me more space. I might need to bring it down a little bit this way. Maybe a little bit more this way. Okay. I think that might be a little bit better. Maybe if I do this, that would help. There we go. I hope. Hopefully this is good. So I got this Tonic craft kit number. Got all the paperwork here. Number 93 with the pail. And I made the pail. But maybe this is not the one I'm thinking it is. Maybe not what I thought. Oh, what am I thinking here? Anyways, I wanted to use some more of the items that came with it, thinking that the actual pail could be used with paper that has the grid. So let's do that. Let's cut these out first. So I need 2 of these, and I have some white paper. And I want to cut out 2, and I will do those. Yeah, okay. Let's see if it will fit here also. Okay. So we're good here. This one is the thinner one. The smaller one. So we will do this. I kind of kept the other one basic and quick and all of that, and I did want to do use the embossing folder and try to see what else we could do with this. As far as looks, I'm using the Grand Marquee here. And this is a rounded, right? So, yeah. So it goes like this. Make sure I got it right. And then, of course, the bottoms go in. Anyways, we will do that in a minute. We'll get it all together. I need this I really wanted this to be on this part. But in the white paper, I don't know that it's going to work. I need it on a silver piece. Let's see if I have a silver piece in here. I'm sure it must. There's that. It must have to be that. Or that, let's use the matte. The one that's more of a matte color. And now I need 2 of these. So I'm just gonna cut across here. I just want it to look more like a pail. That really doesn't look like a pail to me. Ooh. It might be too small. I'm gonna try it like this and see if that catches all of it. I keep using the marquee because I want to see how well the folder holds up so that you and I all know how well this folder will hold up. Because you only get one with it, and they don't send, even on the marquee kits, extra folders. So they are going to be something that we have to buy, which most of the companies do with theirs anyways, but I wanted to know how well these, because there is one company, and I'm not going to give the name, that has a machine, and it's a folder, and the folder just does not hold up well for just doesn't hold up well for, just doesn't. Okay, I need to get these apart. Boy, I would almost think there wasn't 2 here, but I know there is. And I don't have a pokey tool right now where I am. So I can't go out and grab a pokey tool. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work in this machine. So we're just gonna have to try it and see. It might be thick enough to work. Okay, I got the silver part on the clear part. Yep, it's running through pretty easy. That doesn't mean anything. We'll find out how it did. Nicely. Very nicely. Okay, so we'll do the other one. And the purple is going to be on the clear. I want to make sure I have both of them going in the same direction. Okay, so I ran it through and then I ran it back. And so twice. I want to do that on both of them so that hopefully they look close to the same. And there we have it. That might have been the way I wanted it. I might have needed it the other way, but I didn't. And so this is what we're going to have. Okay. So I'm gonna fold them. Let me think. And then this goes up. So, over and up. And I want this rounded. So, just give it a little bit of a rounding here. This paper is not that thick, so it's pretty easy to do it with. What did I do? I have this going the wrong way. So this will be like this. And this will go up right here. So let me go ahead and glue these. I'm not looking at the instructions. I'm just trying to do it myself, and let's see how close I can get to getting it right. And then that will go that way. So I will glue this. And then I believe these are gonna have to be glued together. How did everybody do with the craft days on HSN? I really didn't get to watch as much of it as I wanted to. I did order some things. Oops, that's not supposed to be glued. That little tab does not get glue at this point. So keep that in mind. That was an accident. Anyways, I just went, basically I went to the secret sale thing and found stuff, pretty much stuff that they were presenting, it seemed like, ended up on that site. And that's kind of what I ended up buying. So I'm gonna stick glue on these little tabs now. See if I do this right. Well, maybe I'm not over far enough. That's what I was worried about. Hopefully that covers it. Okay, so this will come around and glue, and this will come around. What I might do is stick the tab in. This comes this way. And I guess I'll stick the tabs in. I don't have those tabs on right. I'll put it here maybe. And here. And that way these will line up. That's how you're supposed to line them up, I think, is with these triangles. If I remember from the first time, that's what you're supposed to use to line them up. And then these little tabs should be glued on. The little inside tabs. And then these go inside here. And that's how it's closed. If I can get it on. All right. So I gotta see if these tabs inside are glued on. And of course this paper, like I said, it's not the strongest paper. So I would definitely worry about the sturdiness of this at this point. Okay. And then this will go here, because like I said, I really want to make this one look like a pail. But this should have been the other way around. But I've already got it this way, so it'll stay this way right now. Just remember, you want your silver facing the dark, not the light. And that should put you in right. See, this is even going to be hard to glue on. It's going to be hard to glue on because these now are the points of contact, which is going to make it harder to glue down. Or if I'd have done it the other way, it's a smoother. See, it doesn't want to stay down. I might have to fix it. So see if that makes it better. Just have to make sure I put plenty of glue. See, because they're sticking up, those are the points of contact, and that's really affecting how it's sticking. So make it face the other way. Put your silver on the dark side instead of the clear side. It seems that I'm still not holding it far enough over, am I? For you to see, I keep bringing it towards my body, and my body is out of range. So, okay, now what I want to do, and I'll show you the right way this time, which might make this a disaster, but we're gonna do it anyways. So now we have to have these little side pieces, which is gonna make it stronger. And I'm gonna do these also in the silver. And I can cut them 2 at a time. I don't need to do 1. Because with these simple dies, and there's no embossing or nothing in it, that works. So okay. Okay, run it through. It's just a little bit. So instead of running the folder all the way through, I'm going to just run it back. And I think that'll end up being faster than running this whole big folder all the way through. Okay, so now I have these cut. Now I want to emboss these also, because like I said, I'm definitely going for the pale look this time. I really want it to look like a pale. I am going to run it through the right time this time though, or the right way this time. So I'm going to put the silver down on the black. I forgot to separate these. And I'm tearing up the paper. That's the thing about running 2 together, right? You run the risk of getting them mixed together. All right. So I'm just going to run them both through, the silver going to the dark instead of the clear, and run it through once, and then back again. It feels so good to be sitting here crafting a whole craft, not rushing through it, not, just taking my time and doing a whole craft. Now it'll stick better. So see the difference? Can you tell the difference? And it'll stick easier because now I have all that surface to glue it down. And doing this is definitely giving it a different look, right? Okay. And this piece is getting lined up with the triangle, and it's pretty much matching up perfectly in this little spot. Okay. So there we go. Now this can go in here. Now, one thing about a bucket or a pail, whatever you want to call it, is most of them do not have this top piece. But because this is a gift box, right, is why you're going to have that. So what I want to do at this point is the handle, and this would be another layer, so you could do this part right here can have another layer. Because I'm using this texture, I'm not gonna do that, but I do want the handle. So I'm gonna get the handle, and I'm gonna do it in the silver. Now another thing you could do is do all the little fancy ones, right, in the silver, if you wanted to. But now I need 2 of these. So I got 1. And again, it's not a detailed die, so there's no problem with me cutting them both out together. I'm not gonna lose any detail or anything. Now the handle, I'm not gonna give that texture to, because you don't have that texture on a handle. Okay, and again, it's gonna be very small, and I'm gonna put it way up at the top and this way, so I'm running it through even less. I'm just going to run it through this little bit and then run it back. So I'm only doing that little bit. Now the fact that I'm running it through twice could be one of the reasons they're sticking together so bad. Not wanting to come apart. But oh, this one worked nicely. So this will go here. And I used very thin paper for the base, but by adding these layers, it's making it thicker, harder, whatever you want to call it, right? It's adding strength to it. So this is going to line up perfectly here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on this part. I think that'll be easier. And it's just going to line up perfectly with that. I hope this setup is going to work better for us. I just got to remember to not bring stuff so close to me and keep it out, or try to somehow. I wonder if I could still bring it out even more this way. Yeah, maybe like that. That way if I bring it in, maybe you're still gonna see. I do have a little question about what to do with this part. Because I don't want to make it silver like part of the bucket, because most buckets don't have that part. So maybe I would just keep that white. Maybe. There's the little bucket. This time looking more like a bucket. Than that one. It still doesn't feel right to me. Now, I don't know if their buckets in England are different than our buckets, but it seems like it should be taller. Not so stubby, right? It should be more going up like that. You know, like, I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyways, it is what it is. I'm wondering if this would actually be a really good place to put this. A gift for you. All right, I'm going to do this. Wouldn't these be cute little for Father's Day? Of course, you wouldn't put these flowers in it. But for Father's Day, holding little gift cards, I think they would be. Let me get some of this. And I'm going to use the blue and maybe make it look a little bit like water or something there. Let's see. And it doesn't want to cut nicely. I think I'm going to try this piece right here. See if this fits. Yeah, it looks like it will. It doesn't look like it's lined up perfectly, but we'll see how it does. I want to make sure it's down good. I'm going to take the carrier away. Not all that leaf went down. So I'm going to do it a little better, hopefully. All right. Now your blue, and this is where I usually mess up. You need your color pointing out, because that's what you're going to want it to be when you pull it off, is your color pointing out. I seen who had this on craft day. Was it Diamond Press had kind of the same thing? Or Kingston Crafts maybe? I don't know if there's... It is going to work that beautifully. But that's impressive. And then I was going to put a gift for you here. Let me see if there's a piece on here. No, it looks like I'm going to have to use a new piece. Okay. So the sticker stays on the clear. Which helps you place it, depending on if you can see. Like for me, it's very important for me to have good light. So I have like night, I call it night blindness. If it's dark, I can't see. If I wake up in the middle of the night and need to go someplace, I can't see. I have to know the room well enough to be able to walk without seeing, because my eyes just don't seem to adjust. And I have problems driving in the dark and all of that, and I just need light. A lot of times when I can't see something and it seems like I can't see, and you think you want a magnifying glass or whatever, for me that's not the case. For me, I need light, and you can put light on it and then I can see. So I have to have plenty of light to see. The print can be very, very small and I can't read it, but if I get good light on it and shine light on it, then I can see it. I know that sounds weird, but there we go, a gift for you, and here we go. Looking more like a bucket this time than this time. So now we've seen it two ways. All right, everybody, if you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again, and everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.